watching Chronicle Crime Files Behind the Tape.
10 years ago, some foreshadowing words were said to Helen Regine McPherson: lock your doors.
It was meant to be a simple goodbye from her loved ones on an ordinary night after dinner.
She was one of those people that you instantly liked. She was a people person, never met a stranger. She loved to cook. Oh boy, was she a good cook, yeah.
Helen Regine McPherson, a widow living on her own on this quiet tree-lined street in Vero Beach.
She had some squirrels that she would feed in a feeder out front. She was always out there every day feeding them.
She was just a homebody. She liked to work in the yard. She loved her dogs. She always had a dog. She was an animal person too. She liked squirrels and everything else, but dogs were special, you know.
Her son Doug and his wife Wanda took their mom out to dinner every week.
She could count on you every Friday night for that dinner.
Yes, she sure could. We'd be there.
Friday, July 15th, 2006 was no different.
You know, it was just the normal Friday night.
I had come home a little late from work, so I called her to let her know that we'd be a little late. And she says, that's fine because I need to go back to Target. I've got this can of peaches I need to pay them for because they forgot to charge me. So, okay.
Naturally, when we got home, we watched television, just like, you know, till 8:30. And it's usually the same program, you know, and we sit there with her just to be with her. And so then when it got time to go, then we left.
We said our goodbyes, and when I was getting ready to leave, I said, just be sure and lock your doors, you know. Everything will be all right. We'll see you tomorrow.
I think someone broke into her house to burglarize the house and murdered her. Blunt force trauma with an unknown object, and she was strangled. It's a good neighborhood.
Greg Farless is a cold case investigator with the Indian River County Sheriff's Office.
It is fairly secluded in terms of what's behind the house.
Yeah, there's a wooded area in the back.
For 10 years, the mystery of Helen's murder has haunted him.
It's a shame. She was everybody's grandmother. Everybody loved her in the neighborhood.
What stands out the most about this case to you?
The brutality of it. She was 87 years old. It didn't have to happen. This family here had noticed that there was forced entry. The neighbor next door was good friends with Helen. I saw her paper out here early in the morning, which she thought was strange because she got up early and got her paper.
We got a call from the neighbor, and she says, there's something unusual, and y'all probably should come over and check it out. And when we came up, you could see that the window in the door at the carport was open, and the curtain was flapping through it. It was an open window. So at that point, we went inside and found her.
It was just awful, as far as I'm concerned. Because I was in Vietnam, and I've seen a lot of things, but I never thought my mother would be something that I would see in this situation. It was really rough.
I don't know, there's a lot of things I've forgotten, but that's one thing you don't forget.
Investigators and Helen's family are convinced she knew her killer, and he may have been watching her every move.
We believe that she was killed sometime between the time they left to 6 o'clock in the morning.
How would they know what time we left, when we were there? I just don't know how they would know, you know, unless they were there watching.
You think that it's somebody in this community that knows what happened to Mrs. McPherson?
The person of interest we're looking at lived in this neighborhood back during that time. 10 years has passed, and we believe that the killer has told someone, whether it be a family member or a close friend, and we're asking them to come forward. Now's the time to help bring justice for Helen and her family.
Old DNA evidence collected from the crime scene 10 years ago is now being retested with new technology, but most interesting too, it doesn't appear anything was taken. No jewelry, no electronics. So this really, Felicia, has perplexed investigators.
You can imagine. The detective in your story says there is a person of interest, though, in this case.
They do have a person of interest, and one of the theories is that the suspect went to the house, didn't hear her dog barking, went inside and surprised her. Her dog had died just 2 weeks earlier, so he wouldn't have heard, or whoever is responsible would not have heard that. And something more, just 10 days before her murder, McPherson stayed up all night with the lights on because she heard a noise and thought somebody was trying to break in. She never reported that to police. Well, the victim in our next cold case file was taken off guard. There were no prior hints of a break-in.
Cynthia Moffitt was last seen in 2006 at the Forest Oaks Golf Club Pro Shop in Lake Worth when thieves crept in during a dark and rainy night.
Cindy was alone that night, finishing up the drawer. Like Deb said, we were supposed to meet that night.
Julie Moffitt Coker never got to see her big sister Cynthia Moffitt one last time.
The evidence points toward this was a botched robbery.
Moffitt was shot twice in the chest with a 9mm.
After she was shot, she went out the back door of the clubhouse, and the evidence shows that you can actually see blood on the door leading out to the rear of the clubhouse. That was hers. And then once outside, she collapsed and fell approximately 6 feet from the back door.
A passerby discovered her body and called 911.
This is where she was found, lying face down right here on this walkway.
Palm Beach County Sheriff's detectives found several rolls of coins missing from the cash register, scattered near Moffitt's body and on the golf course.
There was no getaway. It was done on foot, and odds are the people lived in the area or within walking or running distance.
Detective Jeff Weissman believes someone out there, perhaps in the nearby Florida Gardens neighborhood, knows who killed Moffitt.
There was a witness that actually called that was driving by the clubhouse at 6 p.m. and reported seeing 3 juveniles between the ages of 15 to 20 running across the golf course from the rear of the clubhouse. And that would have been about the same time that this incident happened.
The night Moffitt was killed, there was a torrential rainstorm.
Rain, unfortunately, has a very negative impact on DNA evidence. Being that the body was found outside, some of the rolled coins that were dropped during the getaway were outside in the rain.
10 years later, investigators have few leads and are looking towards new crime scene tools to help find traces of DNA on old evidence.
You still come back here,
Yes, we do.
talk to people, hoping that something will jog someone's memory?
Yes. I come back usually a couple times a year. We come back and put up flyers in the clubhouse.
Cindy was always like the life of the party.
As for the Moffitt family, they will continue to visit the golf course where Cynthia was murdered every year on the anniversary of her death.
I hate going there. I hate reliving knowing where she was laying when they found her on the horrible, stormy, rainy night. And I just hate being there and knowing that somebody came in there in this small little semi-private retirement community and just took her life.
She just loved life. This was just senseless.
They said Cynthia always had a smile on her face. Well, her family started a Facebook page for people to post memories, a life taken for only $300 in coins.
And there is a $25,000 reward in the case. Todd?
Tim and Felicia, let's go back now to 1983. Recently, anthropologists alongside Martin County deputies reopened the case of baby Moses. They're hoping new DNA technology could help them find the killer.
We're not leaving until we've got every centimeter out of that ground.
Teams of people exhumed 3 graves of babies marked unknown infant at a Treasure Coast cemetery. One of them, the body of a newborn, found floating in a Martin County canal. Law enforcement named him Moses before he was buried. After extensive testing, DNA results have come back. Detectives are now pursuing possible suspects. All these families profiled tonight are still looking for some peace in their lives. Like John Walsh, the Jimmy Rice family is one of them. They've been at the forefront of turning tragedy into a form of hope. In September 1995, Jimmy was murdered by a sexual predator on his way home from school. He was just 9 years old. Juan Carlos Chavez confessed to blocking Jimmy in with his pickup truck and forcing him at gunpoint into the truck. Chavez took Rice to his trailer and raped him. Hours later, Jimmy tried to escape when he heard a helicopter. He rushed to the door and tried to run when he was shot in the back. Chavez decapitated him and dismembered the body. The body was found 3 months later near Chavez's trailer.
This guy kidnapped Jimmy. At one time, he said he thought he was going to give Jimmy back, but he didn't, and he killed Jimmy and dismembered him and It took a long time for them to get justice, but there's just too many of these creeps out there.
That innocent little victim's family created the Jimmy Rice Center to increase public awareness about sexual predators. And since its inception, the center has also given hundreds of bloodhounds to law enforcement agencies all over the country. The Rice family believes if they had bloodhounds that day, their son would have been found.
Next on Chronicle Crime Files Behind the Tape. 3 days before Christmas, a mother of 4 disappears. The critical moment before she vanished.